Leo, good morning. Welcome to this general sun moon rising. Wow, let's see what's going on with you. I'm going to pull a couple of cards here for the general situation. All right, you've got the devil card and the fool card. There's a fresh start here. I'm kind of getting there's two kind of stories going on here with some of you. Okay. Now, the devil card is there's a relationship here or a new venture that you want to pursue, but it's full of inhibitions. Okay. There's a lot of restrictions here, and such as distance, money, finances, property, a marriage. There's just something here holding you back. Okay. And you're very, well, not desperate, but you're very keen to start off on a new venture. All right. What I'm getting is here for some of you, the ex is returning. And if at all you even consider letting this person in your life, there's a lot of stuff to be resolved between you. Okay. Your history, from your perspective, was perhaps not all that it should have been. So you want to resolve the issues between you and somebody here, perhaps an ex, perhaps somebody from your past. There could even be a job here that's well, it's just held you back. There's no prospects of promotion. It's like the it's just become a stuck energy. Okay. I am seeing, of course, we've got Capricorn energy with the devil card, but with the full card, there's a very heavy Aquarius energy here. So whether you're dealing with an Aquarian or a Capricorn is not matter. It's just that energy. I'm getting here the person does want to communicate with you. They do want a fresh start. All right. This is a kind of a transient period. And what I mean is there's a build up. I'm seeing a discussion going on for some of you. All right. About the future, about what you want. A lot of you are making choices. Let's see what the challenge is here. Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. There's a new beginning here. And again, we've got this earth energy and air energy, Capricorn energy and Aquarius energy here. This is very strong around you at the moment, whether you're dealing with one of these signs or not. It's the energy is there, very powerful. Okay, with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, I'm getting here a new beginning, but there's also family involvement, getting things organized. And I'm kind of getting here that for some of you, you may have been looking after a sick parent or, you know, putting family first here. But there's a new venture here which kind of segregates you from your family. There's a detachment here. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad detachment. It doesn't necessarily have to be, a permanent detachment. But I'm getting that there's some kind of less less contact, drifting. I mean, to me, the both these major arcana cards, the Devil and the Fool card, are both very transient. So there's like a gradual design, a gradual decline in this relationship between you and your family. It doesn't necessarily have to be you know, a massive wrench and like I don't want to see you anymore. I'm not talking about that kind of energy. I'm kind of getting this new venture will mean a separation of some kind from somebody. It's With this Ace of Swords, it is a new beginning. There's a decision here. There's some very, very clear conversation going on. I'm seeing. What sparked all this off? What sparked all this off? Yeah, a great offer. Somebody coming in out of the blue. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Woo, that's very fast change. Hmm. It would seem here that getting organised, there's communication here that's kind of caught you on the hop. Hmm. This is like when you least expect it. Somebody here wants to build a life with you. Three of Pentacles. You may have been dating this person, seeing this person on and off, whatever your relevant status is in life and where you live in, there's been some recent contact, and it's been kind of the energy's been kind of building up between you two. There's been a lot of anxiety around a situation in the past. All right, you've got this Seven of Wands, the Nine of Swords, a lot of fret. This so being very defensive. There's been a lot of you've been facing a lot of kind of blocks, such as distance, finance. Could even be a relationship at work developing here, but there's a there's a it's yeah, it's developing fast now. Kind of what won't you see coming? Well, success, a breakthrough. Seems here that if there's been silence and a lot of barriers, that blocking, the lack of attention, the lack of communication, somebody's dropping their guard here. I'm getting a lot of fire energy now. So where there's been inaction, there's now action. Somebody here's been thinking a lot. I'm getting here, there's this willingness to go for it. I'm getting with you, though, you're laying down certain conditions with this. You're on a very, very slow approach. You want to make sure it's right. Mm. I'm also getting finances involved in this, work is involved. I'm picking up some kind of transference of finances. I'm even getting here that even if you live alone, there's a new opportunity. This to go off traveling. There's travel here for some of you. Uh, Could be for a long term here for one of you. And I'm picking up renting your house out. You know, on a kind of a short term basis. We may be even talking anywhere between 1 month, 4 months, 4 months to 6 months. That's what I'm getting. Renting, leasing. Hmm. To keep the house kind of moving, to keep it warm. Wow. Well, near future, you King of Swords, Eight of Cups. Wow. Although you're making resolute decisions here, you want to start this relationship, this venture. On pure honesty, you're laying your cards on the table. I'm seeing here a very, very honest conversation between you and somebody. Bottom of the deck, I've got the Queen of Swords. Okay, Queen and King of Swords. This is keeping feelings out of it. Okay, there is a discussion on the future. I am picking travel up here, but I'm seeing you, if you decide to let this in, you are making it very, very clear on the way you want it to go. I'm getting this juggling act, you see, is this kind of dealing with two situations at once. I'm getting long distance or communication at a distance, and certainly you're remaining detached. All right. A lot of you are closing your emotion. You're seeing this as it really is. This is not a fantasy. Your energy, yeah, straight to the point. There's family involved as well. There could be family on both sides, but there's an honest discussion. And I'm getting here, your relative families are involved as well. Now, this is a special message for one of you. Finding, discovering a family heirloom that's kind of either been lost or there's some kind of, you know, well, fabulous. I've found it. I don't know, maybe a piece of jewellery, some kind of important paper. I'm kind of getting here you were maybe searching for something else and found this by accident. Wow. And it's like, for one of you, it's very, possibly very valuable. And maybe you're getting it valued. Ooh. Anyway, back to relationships. In a relationship, you're certainly keeping your emotions out of it for the time being. It's not to say you're non-emotional about this. This is to say that you and this person are just like sticking to the facts, sticking to the realism of it, the finances, the logistics, jobs, prospects. And it's kind of like you want to build a solid foundation so the movement is very, very slow here. Yeah. Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Your person is juggling as well. They're in a situation and they're not in a position to give up at the moment. It's not to say never. Five of Cups. Yeah, the person wants to put the past behind them. They want to put past hurts. This is a complete fresh start. This is a completely new energy from their side, whether you're dealing with an ex or not. Yeah. Ten of Swords. There's the old Knight of Wands. I'm seeing travel. Advice wise from the universe, be very wary of hasty decisions. It's like, don't go into this blindly. I'm kind of getting a lot of you aren't. But if you're one of those that are going into this blindly based on pure emotions and attraction, jumping into it without thinking, you could come unstuck. Excuse me. Even with this Five of Cups, if you don't see the truth of the situation, you could end up getting yourself in a position that you will regret. Okay. I'm getting here the advice is a general air of caution. It's not saying don't do it. It's saying just be cautious. That's what these cards are saying. Yeah, very cautious approach. Because there's a change of lifestyles here as well. Five of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, very, very slow approach. You're looking for something more reliable. Besides, the practical situations in your relative statuses in life, okay, are holding you up anyway. So what I'm getting is that's the universe's way of slowing this down. Interesting. It all hinges on a very truthful, honest, open conversation. That's it for today. Take care.